Hello and welcome. I am Simeon Boyce with latest edition of MBC News, and Savita Wilima is our sign language interpreter tonight. Our top stories. President Dr. Lazarus Chakwera to attend the 4th summit meeting of Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, FOCAC, in Beijing, China. Government urges players in insurance industry to devise innovative ways that can increase insurance coverage in the country. In sports, Mighty Tigers collects maximum points in the TNM Super League following a 1-0 win over Craig Sporting Club. Thank you very much for joining us. President Dr. Lazarus Chakwera will attend the 4th summit meeting of Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, FOCAC, in Beijing, the People's Republic of China, on 4th and 5th September 2024. During the meeting, President Dr. Lazarus Chakwera will join other African heads of state and government to consider and adopt the 2025-2027 Beijing FOCAC Plan on Action, which will guide China-Africa engagements in various sectors for the next 3 years. In addition, the President will hold bilateral talks with Xi Jinping, President of the People's Republic of China. The meeting is expected to strengthen the cordial bilateral relations between Malawi and China and further enhance Malawi-China cooperation in various transport infrastructure projects. According to a statement from the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, the Malawi leader will depart Kamuzu International Airport in Lilongwe tomorrow, Sunday, 1st September 2024 at 7:30 in the morning, and is expected to return on Saturday, 7th September 2024 through Chileka International Airport. President Dr. Lazarus Chakwera and the First Lady, Madam Monica Chakwera, says they are saddened by the passing of veteran writer and literary icon Wile Zingani. Through a social media post on State House page, the President says the contribution of late Zingani to Malawian literature and communication have left an indelible mark in the country. The first couple has also condoled the bereaved family and friends. First Lady Madam Monica Chakwera has reiterated the need for Malawians to support education for needy girls and boys. Madam Monica Chakwera made the call in Lilongwe last night during a presidential Together for Tomorrow appreciation dinner. We have a report by Isaac Jali.
The presidential Together for Tomorrow appreciation dinner was a celebration of what Shaping Our Future Foundation is accomplishing with its partners in supporting those girls and boys whose parents and guardians cannot afford to pay their fees and other education needs. With such relentless support, Shaping Our Future Foundation has supported over 2,700 vulnerable girls and boys to get education since 2021. In her remarks during the dinner, founder of the organization, Madam Monica Chakwera, thanked all companies and organizations for their support, but was quick to warn that the war hasn't been won yet, saying despite the 2,700 that have benefited so far and various other achievements, the need remains huge as over 15,000 girls are still in need. Madam Monica Chakwera also lamented shortage of girls' hostels in community-day secondary schools, saying it is posing a big challenge for most girls to complete secondary education. Hence, companies and organizations should help.
We are here to honor the extraordinary partnership that have been the bedrock of our journey and to express our deepest gratitude for your steadfast support. We have some organizations, I hope they are in here, that have already offered to pay for some of our girls that are going to college to pay for university education. So if we hold each other's hand, I think we can make a difference into so many young people's lives, especially those from the village, from poor families that cannot afford any fees at all. But for community day secondary school, we are imploring for other people that can help us with girls' hostels, because that's a big problem at the moment with community day secondary schools. We have had other sponsors that have helped us come up with girls' hostels in day secondary schools, but I think I heard somebody talking about it. So I'm really very happy, because I think that's the way to go, because they are at risk. What happens is when they go to the day secondary schools, they rent kitchens of people around, and those places are not safe at all for girls.
Winnie Kiombo is one of the beneficiaries who recounted how Shaping Our Future Foundation supported her until she passed her MCE and got selected to Kamuzu University of Health Sciences.
Your Honor, reaching here has been hard, especially being raised by a single and unemployed mother who solely depends on a small-scale business to make ends meet. Most times I was reporting for school after a week after classes had already opened due to lack of transport money and other necessities needed at school. Life was challenging, especially before the coming of Shaping Our Future Foundation bursary, since I was reporting without school fees. I lacked concentration in class, and at some point my grades started dropping. Thanks that my head teacher, who understood my situation, did not withdraw me from school, but rather gave my name to Shaping Our Future Foundation bursary. Thus, when I heard I had been taken by Shaping Our Future Foundation bursary, I felt relieved knowing that a weight had been taken off my shoulder. Your Excellency, I started feeling positive, knowing that all I had to worry about were my studies and aim at doing well in the Malawi School Certificate of Education, which I achieved by scoring 12 points.
Speaking earlier, Janet Chidoti of Plan Malawi thanked the First Lady and Shaping Our Future Foundation for fighting for education rights of the less privileged. On the night, it was revealed that 25 girls who benefit from Shaping Our Future Foundation have been selected to various public universities in 2024 alone, and they received various prizes. Isaac Jali, MBC, Lilongwe.
The Minister of Information and Digitalization has produced a vernacular version of an interim report about the aircraft accident that claimed the life of former Vice President Dr. Saulos Chilima and 8 others. Minister of Information and Digitalization, who is also Chief Government Spokesperson, Moses Kunkuyu, says they have produced the vernacular version to allow all Malawians to understand the contents of the report. Meanwhile, Kunkuyu says he cannot tell whether the equipment that was missing in the plane, as indicated in the report, can cause an accident. The minister says it is the final report that will say everything. Kunkuyu explains.
We are going to talk about facts as presented in the report. Yes. And what the report is presenting is telling us what is missing, what was not there, what sort of equipment was not there on the plane, what that kind of equipment would have done had it been on the plane. That one, the report is not telling us, or is not informing us technically, or we are not able to interpret that as lay persons. So we are not going to try to speak much to the report, other than presenting verbatim what the report has presented. And to talk of the risk that any kind of equipment, or any kind of flying or mobility equipment that is missing, the risk that it would have put on those that were using that piece of equipment, that one will not be for lay people like myself to comment on, because I cannot tell of the risk that a thing puts on people when I do not know how that thing operates. So this is an aircraft. How it works, we don't know. Or where it becomes risky, we do not know. But we confirm that, yes, the president was using the same machine. I think he has used it more times than anybody else. And we will just wait for the final report, and then those that are technically competent will be able to speak to the report. We were here today to present a vernacular version that has been attempted to be an attempt has been made to translate into vernacular for people to have an understanding of what the report is all about. So I was only talking to the report.
Meanwhile, civil society organizations under the leadership of Human Rights Consultative Committee has called on Malawians to desist from politicizing the interim report on June 10 plane crash by the Bureau of Flight Investigations of German. Chairperson of the civil society organizations, Robert Nkwizalamba, said although the interim report has ruled out foul play it is unfortunate to note that some people are bent to sway people's understanding and want to score political points by accusing individuals and government using the interim report.
In our understanding of the findings of the interim report, what BFU has simply done is to unpack the key elements that will inform their next work, which will be to analyze the data and come up with a final report in summer of next year, as they have put it. Whilst that is happening, we are saddened to note that there has been attempts to politicize to an extent, but also to sway the understanding of what might have been the cause of the crash. People have made conclusions, have drawn people into the analysis, and name calling or suggesting that Mr. A and Mr. B were part and parcel of the ordeal. Yet that can only be known after the BFU guys have analyzed their report. So our call to Malawians is, whilst we have the right to express ourselves, we need to do it with dignity and civility to ensure that we do not offend some people's rights or the family, the bereaved family, as they continue mourning their departed relatives or souls, the souls that we lost. Again, to government, we are saying they need to show leadership. They have to come open on all elements that they are supposed to address. We know they may not respond to the report because the findings are not conclusive, but there are recommendations which were made to government to start implementing. And we are saying they have to address the nation to indicate that they have indeed received the report, and however they are working on the initial areas that were advised to work on, the Ministry of Transport as well as the Defence Force, so as to ensure that the same do not recur anymore. So it's a sincere appeal to Malawians to be patient as we wait for the final report and ensure that our actions and conduct do not injure any other members of the society.
You are watching ABC News with me, Simeon Boyce, and my sign language interpreter tonight is Savita Wilima. Remember, you can access all MBC digital platforms by scanning the QR code at the top right corner of your TV screen. A reminder of our top stories. President Dr. Lazarus Chakwera to attend the 4th summit meeting of Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, FOCAC, in Beijing, China. Government urges players in insurance industry to devise innovative ways that can increase insurance coverage in the country. In sports, Mighty Tigers collect maximum points in the TNM Super League following a 1-0 win over Craig Sporting Club.
Foundation is pleased to have registered 94% pass rate in the just released 2022 MSCE results. It is encouraging to know that for the past 3 years, our pass rate has been over 90%. Places are available for Forms 1 to 4. We have highly qualified teachers equipped with quiet and productive learning environment, coupled with science and computer labs, study library with well-stocked books, best accommodation and healthy meals. We are in Lilongwe, Chinsapo, off Likuni Road. At Dalo Girls Foundation, we are committed to cultivating and promoting an academic culture that nurtures intellectual courage, curiosity, and creativity in a girl child. Together, we can nurture a new generation of women leaders of character and substance that will be able to make meaningful contributions to the national development agenda at family, community, and national levels.
The road to freedom here and everywhere on earth begins in the classroom and on campus of ATEF Academy. ATEF is a modern school that fits to the needs of a child, from well-furnished up to standard hostels that bring comfort for boarders. The school also has state-of-the-art laboratory that provides the perfect conditions for scientific research and experiments that will equip your child fully, a well-stocked library and well-qualified teachers whose main focus is to mold your child for the best results. ATEF Academy is situated at Jata, about 500 meters from Chileka Road in Blantyre. Contact us on the following numbers: 0888 893 521 0998 214 001. ATEF Academy, committed to excellence.
It keeps getting better and better. After successfully opening Maranatha Capital Girls Academy, your request to open Maranatha Capital Boys Academy has come to pass. Welcome to Maranatha Capital Boys Academy, situated 50 kilometers from Lilongwe at Mponela Trading Center. We uphold our promise to produce the best in all students, a perfect diet, a conducive learning environment with dedicated members of staff is what we stand for. Turn that dream into reality by joining Maranatha Capital Boys Academy. Register now while places are still available by contacting us on 0888 993 232, 0993 832 832 and 0991 276 273. Maranatha Private Academy. We set the pace, others follow.
Welcome back to MBC News. Bishop Martin Mtumbuka of the Catholic Church has urged Malawians to lead a prayerful life and always remember that there is life after death where judgment awaits. He made these remarks in Mzuzu during the memorial service for the late Vice President Dr. Saulus Kraus Chilima and 8 others. The service was jointly organized by Mzuzu Diocese and Karonga Diocese of the Catholic Church. We have a report.
Among others who attended the memorial service held at St. Peter's Cathedral in Mzuzu was the spouse of the late Dr. Saulus Kraus Chilima and some political figures. In his sermon, Bishop Martin Ntumbuka of the Karonga Diocese praised the late Dr. Saulus Kraus Chilima for living an exemplary life, which has encouraged Malawians to participate in public life. He added that the passing of the late Dr. Chilima serves as a reminder of the importance of leading a prayerful life, as no one knows when death will come.
We should be prepared because sometimes death warns us, sometimes it doesn't, unfortunately. So we have to be prepared, and being unprepared because death has come suddenly is no excuse. You remember the story of Jesus sending out the master, talking about the master sending out people by force to fill the hall because people who were invited didn't come. And he went in there, found someone who was not properly dressed, but he had been forced, hurried into the hall. And they asked him, "How did you come here, my friend?" The guy had no explanation. Meaning to say, dying suddenly is no excuse for going to God with sin. So the idea of being ready at all times, having a good relationship with God at all times is very fundamental.
Bishop Ntumbuka also used the occasion to urge young people in the country to actively participate in politics, highlighting that Catholic principles support such engagements.
The church is very strong on me, ordained ones. We cannot participate in partisan politics, but it is very strong on lay Catholics to participate in politics rather than just staying out and complaining.
Former late Vice President Dr. Saulus Kraus Chilima tragically passed away in a plane crash on 10 June this year. Somumanda, MBC News, Mzuzu.
Government has urged players in insurance industry to devise innovative ways that can help increase insurance coverage among people in the country. Deputy Secretary to the Office of the President and Cabinet, Dr. Janet Banda, said this in Mangochi at the 2024 Insurance Lecture Conference organized by Insurance Institute of Malawi. Owen Mavula with a report.
At the 2024 Insurance Lecture Conference in Mangochi, players in the industry have raised concerns over slow growth of the industry due to low uptake of insurance policies among people in the country. According to the players, statistics at the moment indicate that insurance penetration cover in Malawi remains at 2.5%, hence the need to do more to change the trends. Speaking at the conference, Deputy Secretary to the Office of the President and Cabinet, Dr. Janet Banda, SC, challenged the insurance practitioners to first create insurance products and services that meet the needs of Malawians, saying this is key to promoting growth of the industry. She observed that the conference provides an opportunity for the industry players to reflect and come up with practical strategic plans that will help unlock the transformative power of insurance.
Insurance industry has been talking about inclusion for some time now, but what I was trying to do is to call them to action, to come up with practical solutions to ensure that indeed there's inclusion in terms of reaching out to people who matter most, not only the rich, but the middle class, the poor in the local communities who are doing small businesses. All those should benefit and should be aware of the benefits of insurance.
In his remarks, President of the Insurance Institute of Malawi, Ruben Kawerere, said the conference will strive to come up with sound ideas which will help arouse the interest of many to purchase insurance policies.
The concept outside there, people they think that insurance is for the rich, but it's not, it's for everybody. So the segments that we want to do is to leveraging everyone not to leave behind so that they are covered and they are protected. In eventuality of a risk which comes unexpected, they should be protected and be covered. And we are geared to go each and every district, from district we go to community levels so that everyone should talk about insurance.
The 2024 Insurance Lecture Conference is being held under the theme Transforming Malawi through Insurance, Innovation, Inclusion and Growth towards Malawi 2063. Owen Mavula, MBC, Mangochi.
And in sports, Mighty Tigers have today collected maximum points in the TNM Super League following a 1-0 win over Craig Sporting Club. The match was played at Kamuzu Stadium in Blantyre. Norbert Jameson has a report.
The win was a revenge for Tigers, who were beaten 3-1 by Craig in the first round of the season. Martin Nsewa converted a 9th-minute penalty, which stood to separate the two sides on the day. The win takes Tigers' tally to 22 points, but they remain on position 12. Craig also maintained 4th position despite the defeat. Elsewhere in the Super League, Karonga United earned the bragging rights after beating Baka City 1-0 in a derby played at Rumpi Stadium. The military affair between Mafco and Moyare Barracks ended 1-0 at Chirowe Stadium in Duangwa, while Civil Service United thrashed visitors Nzuzu City Hammers by 3-0 at Civil Stadium. The result has moved the Civil Servants from position 6 to 9, while Hammers remain 3rd on the table. Norbert Jameson, MBC Sport.
And finally, on a sad note, the body of late Senior Chief Nkulambe has been laid to rest in Palombe district. Our reporter, Charles Pensulo, was there and he now reports.
Somber mood engulfed the people who gathered at Nkulambe Primary School ground in Traditional Authority Nkulambe in Palombe to bid farewell to the fallen leader. David Likiwa, who represented the bereaved family, said they have lost a pillar of wisdom. Expressing her sadness, Paramount Chief Kaduya of Palombe described the late Senior Chief Nkulambe as the one who could provide guidance to fellow Lomwe chiefs. In his remarks, Deputy Minister of Local Government Owen Chomanika commended the family members for making proper succession.
She has served for almost more than 20 years, and being a senior chief and senior chief in Nkulambe was very important. So it's a very sad moment That's why we had to be here and to express our sadness as government. Because mostly chieftains' wrangles, they cause a vacuum, which causes development sluggishness and even the people are not represented in the villages. But the good thing, Senior Chief Nkulambe, the taxation has been sorted.
Senior Chief Nkulambe was born on 10th April 1952 and has died at the age of 72. She became Senior Chief in 2019 after being crowned as TA in 2009. Born Lone Nachamba, Senior Chief Nkulambe died on 28th August after a short illness. She is survived by 2 children and 13 grandchildren. Charles Benslow, MBC News, Palombe.
Well, that item wraps up this edition of MBC News. A reminder of our top stories. President Dr. Lazarus Chakwera to attend the 4th Summit meeting of Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, FOCAC, in Beijing, China. Government urges players in insurance industry to devise innovative ways that can increase insurance coverage in the country. In sports, Mighty Tigers collect maximum points in the TNM Super League following a 1-0 win over Craig Sporting Club. For more on these and other stories, follow our online platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and our website mbc.mw. You can also access all MBC digital platforms by scanning the QR code at the top right corner of your TV screen. I am Simeon Boyce, and Savita Wilima was our sign language interpreter tonight. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.